Yep.
So, what do you guys think? I mean, did you know this much?
Nope.
You know what, I didn't even get to the gastroparesis yet.
Well, let's talk about that then.
Okay, so Savannah had issues for about in between 4 and 5 months where she was just having indigestion. Her stomach was constantly hurting. She said it felt like somebody hit her in her solar plexus. She was very nauseous. She couldn't keep food down. And it was steadily getting worse and worse and worse. In October 2016, she had a gastric emptying study done. And it's a 4-hour study where they basically have her eat radioactive eggs or oatmeal.
Yummy.
Yeah. And they take pictures for the first hour and then every hour for a 4-hour period. At the end of the 4 hours, they want to see how much is left in the stomach, if anything at all. Now, with a normal working stomach, there should be between 0 and 10% of the food left in the stomach. And when they did the study, she had 71% still in her stomach after 4 hours, because she would eat
And it was
something.
supposed to 0 and 10%?
It's supposed to be in between 0 and 10%, and it was at
After 4
71.
hours.
Correct.
Okay.
And I knew there was an issue. I knew there was a problem, so it didn't really surprise me, but it bothered me because I was like, okay, now what do we do? So they had to place an NJ tube through her nose to feed her. So she was on feedings that she would have to be on every single day. She wasn't able to eat things by mouth. And that is one of the common side effects for an injury to vaccines it messes with your digestive system, which is where you create serotonin, which is where, a lot of your health has a lot to do with your digestive system. So taking care of your digestive system is vital for health. In conjunction with other things, of course, but it is a big building block. But, of course, I had to learn this the hard way. So once they had the tube placed, she was very, very sick until I was able to find a food that was organic, fruits and vegetables, that was going to be more of a healthful food, easier to digest, because I was looking at all the ingredients of all these foods that they were providing, and the first ingredients were maltodextrin or rice syrup. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, how can this be a good idea? Which is, it's not. So anyway, so I found a food that was organic, fruits and vegetables, that was able to work with her, and it helped immensely. And there were other things that we were able to do that got her digestive system up and going again. Once I got her digestive system up and going again, I could start giving her different supplements to help replace some of the vitamins and minerals her body was lacking. I had her do a hair test, which was to test for heavy metal toxicity. And when her results came back, she was toxic in 10 heavy metals. So she was toxic in lead, aluminum, mercury, nickel, arsenic, molybdenum, lithium, copper, yeah, I think copper, and 2 others. I don't remember. But anyway, so starting to give her minerals, trying to get some of those heavy metals to up and move out of her body and get the vitamins in her. And then we started doing chiropractic care starting in January of 2017. And I wasn't sure, I was willing to take the shot, but I wasn't convinced.
Well, you drilled me.
I wasn't convinced that it would work. But I was like, it's not going to hurt. And if it's not going to hurt, and if it's a natural idea, it's worth it. And the people that referred me to you were also people that were also injured by Gardasil. And they worked with different chiropractors. And these chiropractors were all referring you. So I was like, okay, I'll do this. But it took me a minute to ask for help, because I'm not one to like to ask for help. So when we started coming here, didn't notice a difference in the first couple months, but I know.
No, we noticed something on the third visit, because I said, we're staying up top, but I
Sure.
got talked into, remember that, doing her hip, and I was like, I really don't want to do this.
Oh, that's right, that's
Yeah,
right.
but I let you talk me into it.
When
'Cause
we
you
were
put-
working with sympathetic and parasympathetic.
Yeah, because you put me in
yes.
a headlock, remember that? You remember the headlock your
Oh,
mom put me
yes.
in? And I was like, I'm not real good on this, but your mom had me like this and she had me in a chokehold.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
And
It
so
was
I
worth a
tapped
try.
out. So, and that's when we're like, we're not doing that again.
Well, but you know, you don't know unless you try, and it was worth seeing how her body would react.
What we did is we're working in the parasympathetic nervous system, but we went ahead and we worked sympathetic.
Mhm.
And what did her body do?
It reacted pretty
It got pretty ticked off.
violently. Yeah, it was, yeah. it
But
was
you remember
pretty-
what I said, and you may not remember this, other than I said, I knew we should have done that, but I also said, but that's really cool. In a bad way, sorry, honey.
But,
Be-
but
because
we're learning.
We learned, because we were parasympathetic,
Right.
and her sympathetic system is just going, yeehaw.
And you brought it up even ahead of time because you said you knew that it could flare her up, and you're
I was
like,
concerned.
I'm not sure if it's going to do this, but there is a possibility. So we knew.
Oh, it did. It
Yeah.
flared it up.
We knew it was. But if it would have worked, then we could have seen results quicker.
So
but
in an unfortunate,
we learned.
4 or 5 days for you, sorry, honey. But it definitely elicited a sympathetic response that was like, wow.
Yeah.
I think you were even mad at me. You don't get mad. So anyway, keep going. But I remember, this is where I remember when we talked the first day I met you, and I was like, I'm gonna do everything I can.
Right.
And I said, I don't know what's gonna happen,
Right.
but here's what we're gonna try. This is what we're gonna do.
Right.
We're gonna work these two systems. We're gonna slow her body down. Let's let her body heal.
And you
properly.
guys are determined. You are very positive. You're very motivational.
It was kind of hard not to be with you around. I mean, if not, I think we're out of luck. Don't you guys agree? Don't you think your mom's kind of got all that going for her? Anyway, go ahead.
But so, I didn't notice any miracles happen the first 2 months, but I started noticing slowly but surely after about the 7-week mark, certain things, her being able to not have to be in a wheelchair or not have to use her cane or her walker. Because about 7 months ago, she was using a cane or had to hold onto my arm. She could not walk unassisted even at home.
I'm gonna stop you there. How far are we doing on time?
8.
Okay. Till next week.